everybody. Hello, hello.
Hey.
Everybody. Hey, everybody. This is Katie.
Hi, everybody. I feel like I know you all.
Welcome
Oh my
in,
God.
everybody. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Everybody got something to work on, got some tips and tricks for Katie's beginner. She's got a list of questions that we're all going to answer for her and help her get past half double crochets.
Please. Oh my God, please. I don't even know if that's what it is. It's made up.
Well, it's the Katie version of a half double crochet. It works.
Exactly. Exactly.
You're making stuff. You're
I
making things.
It hasn't fallen apart. So far so good.
Yep. So everybody's saying hi to Katie.
Oh, good. Oh, I can see that. Hey, thank you. I'm glad I'm here too. That is so sweet. Good. I hope these are like all the experts because I'm totally counting on all of them.
I'm telling you, this Yarny tribe is some of the best people in the world. And honestly, they know a lot more than I do. And that's why I rely on them so much. So
Well, thank
we're
you for sharing them.
of course, that's what we do here. Hey,
Yay, I love
Samantha,
that.
how are you?
So is
So
anybody noticing or commenting on my gorgeous
nobody said
sweater?
anything yet. Nobody said anything yet.
This is I so don't tell anybody, but I blew off book club tonight. So I had book club, we read Culpability, weird book. Um, but they all know Lynn because I wear this like all the time. It's like it's my favorite. So I happen to wear it once a month. I always wear it to book club. And they're like, who made that? And I'm like, oh, my friend Lynn, she has her own show. Um, so so then even the neighbor, she was walking to book club. She's like, oh, you're not coming to book club? I'm like, no, I'm a guest on Lynn Ann's show. And she's like, the one that made the sweater? So yeah, so this is my favorite. And someday when I break out of my whatever stitch I stitch crochet with, I'm gonna make one of these. I swear I'm gonna make one of these. I promise.
Yes, we are the Bobbsey twins.
Yes. Yes, we are.
We even both have black tank tops on underneath.
Right.
I
Exactly.
mean, come on. You can't get more Bobbsey twin than that, then I don't know what we were going to do.
Exactly. After like 40 years, that happens, I think.
I think so. Yes, this sweater, you guys, it is one of my favorites because it's so versatile and it's so easy to make.
Oh, you are so sweet, Naomi. Thank you. Yes, forget-me-not sweaters. That's what they're called.
Yes,
That's
because
what
the
they're
little
called.
flower pattern is supposed to look like a forget-me-not. This is supposed to look like a flower.
Oh,
So you can see
see?
the little leaves and the little bud of the flower, and that's why it's called a forget-me-not sweater.
Okay, I love that. I
Yeah.
know these are, I'm so curious now, like how many people have made these? I'm just
The-
curious, like if everybody has tried this yet or some version or
Um,
variation
uh,
of this.
there actually there's somebody in here, and remind me who you are. Somebody started making it, and her husband said, "Oh, that would make great curtains." So instead of making a sweater, she made curtains. So yeah,
That is flexible.
Naomi
That's like
made
going
it.
with
I
the
know she
flow.
made it.
Oh, I love to hear somebody's crocheting granny square Christmas stockings. I'm ready for Christmas. I mean, I love fall.
Uh,
Look, I got my yarny fall bag,
is that
but I'm
Mandy?
ready for that.
Yep,
Is it?
she's
Yes.
yep, yep. She's making. She always makes the cutest things. She better be sending me that Christmas tree pattern. Like seriously.
And Mary said, I want to try. All right, Mary, you and me, we're going to try this together. But I bet you
Yeah.
know more than one stitch. See, now I'm
when
like dying. You have to tell me when I'm allowed to ask what stitch this is.
you're allowed to ask anything you want. This we
Okay.
are having. We're just pretending we're all in the same room at a public library someplace, and we're all just going to talk about what we're working on and what we need help
Okay.
with and what we're doing because that's what the whole premise of our Thursday night craft and chat night is. So
Okay.
everybody talks about what they're making or what they're doing or if they have any problems with what they're making. And sometimes we get off on scrolled things, but that's what you do when you're sitting around with a bunch of your friends,
I know. I feel like that's what I always say. It's like I don't know how it got started or how we got there, but
right?
and it's like somewhere in there. A pair of
I
socks.
saw that post. MJ off the hook is one of the designers. Actually, I'm actually doing one of her crochet designs right now. This is her child size lakeside cardigan. And she had gone to the doctor's office and she collapsed. And a friend of hers
Oh
took
no.
her to the emergency room and she's been in the hospital ever since with sciatica.
Oh
So,
gosh.
yeah,
Well, she will
apparently
be in my
not good.
prayers. Oh.
I had to start the hood part of my hooded cowl.
Frog.
Yep.
I frogged something for the first time today. It made me so sad, but I felt like I
See,
could
no,
do
no, no.
better.
Frogging does not make us sad.
Oh, okay.
Frogging is a learning experience. Frustrating as it might be, but you're going to learn something from it.
Yes, don't trust ChatGPT to give you patterns.
Heck no,
Oh,
never.
I'm new at this. Again, I need help with this because I trusted ChatGPT, whatever that is. Um, and it gave me this beautiful looking pattern. And I had a 3-color skein of yarn, but my colors were huge and the one in ChatGPT were tiny. So it changed a lot and it was very marbled and mine didn't turn out that way. And I'm like, crap, it doesn't look good. So I'm like, be a grown up because I'm making this for my grandson. I'm like, just rip it, rip it, rip it, which Joe says all the time now that I told him what frog is. You can't, he just loves that term. So we're going to hear that one for a while.
Hello,
Oh,
Brazil in
Brazil.
the house.
Hi, hola. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. They are so kind. Frogging is just great practice and using the same yarn
Same yarn.
multiple times. It is. It is. That is so kind. See, that is, you frog all the time. You are so brave, Mary Ann. Um,
Yeah, Nancy uses it for things like how do I do this on my computer, how I do that on my computer.
yeah.
But don't ever try to do it for getting a crochet pattern. I no, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, we have to talk about patterns today too, and who to watch and who to ask on
Yeah.
YouTube because there's
Mandala
too many.
strings, yes, I have used it. Yes, I love it. As a matter of fact, Bree, who I had lunch with on Saturday, brought me 3 more skeins that she picked up on clearance from Hobby Lobby. So now I have 6 to make a project with it, and I'm excited. It's very thin. It's a thin, thin, thin cotton. So, but it's very pretty.
Oh, thank you, Bonnie.
You frogged an entire shawl? Wow. Okay.
Oh, I see. This is good to see other people that are doing it, and it doesn't break their hearts. They're just learning from it.
Right.
Oh,
And Darlene, keep going with the cute stuff because I'm telling you, girl, you make the cutest little amis. Yeah, Juan has got a really good channel for learning. He's got a really good,
oh, I've seen him.
yeah, he's really, really good. Um, but other than Juan or MJ off the hook, who does have some pretty good tutorials, um, there are Crystal at Bag O' Day has really good patterns and really good tutorials.
What'd you just send me the other day? And I loved her voice. She reminded me of Judy Greer, who's
uh,
always in movies. I loved her voice.
that was um,
It was the
either
top 10.
Bella Coco or Hooked by Robin.
I'll have to look it up because she had the top 10 easiest.
Oh no, 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 no. That was Krista at the
Okay.
Secret Yarnery.
Oh my gosh, I love her voice. I
She's
just,
in she's in South Africa.
seriously.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Cinnamon stitch. That sounds delicious.
Ophelia Talks has another good one. Creative Grandma and Craig Fiber Spider. Craig, I love him too. Um, yeah, I'm not a fan of cinnamon stitches. Jada in Stitches, she's another one. She's in Canada. Hooked by
Okay.
Robin is one of my very favorites. Krista is one of my very favorites. Oh, Mikey at the Crochet Crowd.
See, these are all good. See, I just have to pick like two and learn because my problem is I get overwhelmed because I'll spend like an evening like Instagramming or YouTubing like shorts or whatever to try and see what people are doing. And then I get overwhelmed. And it's like, okay, who? And then if I pick one and I'm like, oh, I really did like that one that was the wave stitch. And then I try that and it's like, I can't remember. I can't find the tutorial that I thought was going to be easy to follow.
Yeah,
Bago Day.
that's Crystal Bag O'Day.
Oh, okay.
She's really good.
What's an intarsia?
You don't. You're not there yet, my friend.
Isn't that? Where's my
I
list?
love
Is
you, but
it?
you're not there yet.
I love you, so I can take that from you. I think that's number 4. Is it going to make me count? I don't want to count.
Crochet's
I'm
gonna
afraid of
make you
counting.
count.
I just can't count.
There's math in crochet, unfortunately.
Math? Ha!
Yeah, math
See?
and crochet.
Oh my gosh. Didn't anybody learn when they were a kid and they like learned one stitch and they just held on to it? And I never realized you could make things other than an Afghan. That is what I make. Like I did make my son a queen size Afghan because that's all I know how to make with my one stitch, whatever it's called. And it was fantastic. But then I was like, wait, I can make these. I love this so much. I
Yes.
want to make more of these.
Okay.
I know.
That
Oh, Marianne, I know baby steps. I did. So can I say that I gave myself vertigo, I think. I was crocheting in the dark and using dark yarn and like it was making me crazy. And I was trying to do a new stitch that was like 2 single crochets in
you were
one
trying to do the Suzette
stroke.
stitch, which was
Okay,
single
that.
crochet and 2 double crochets.
Yes. And I liked it, but I'm like, my face was in it and it was so dark. And I'm telling you, I had vertigo the next day. It made me so crazy. So I got a light. So I'm getting a little bit better at it.
Yeah.
Stitch markers, I just bought those, Terry. I have no idea what to do with them, but I felt like that was on Lynn's list. Like you need stitch markers. So I
Stitch
have them. I don't know
markers.
if I got the right kind.
Did you get the ones that look like safety pins, like big plastic safety pins?
Um,
Those are usually the best ones for beginners. Oh, wait. Yeah, those are knitting ones. Those are
oh
not going to be your
shoot.
friend. You need the ones that look like, let's see if I can find one. Because
Gone. Oh, I'm blurry. Do I have to turn off my camera and turn it back on?
you keep glitching, but I think it might be because you have so many things open right now.
Oh,
And I think
that
you're
could
okay.
be. See if I turn that off. I'm too blurry. How do I turn off my camera?
Mhm. I don't
A
know.
good stitch dictionary? I know Lynn told me I need to do like learn the anatomy of a stitch. And I'm like,
Yes.
I work full time. Oh shoot, I think I dropped my yarn. Oh no, there it is. Um, how do I undo that so it's not blurry? Where's my technical team?
Well, look at me. I'm not technical. You know that.
Oh my gosh. And I'm usually good at this stuff. Oh wait, let me try this.
I don't have them with me. Hmm.
Don't know.
My
I feel so
basket.
bad. I'm blurry.
Oh, now you're gone.
I know I'm turning off my camera and turning it back on. I don't mean to make anybody dizzy. Wait, 2 landers. My grandmother taught me at age 4 to make doilies, so I liked working with thread. But then my grandfather taught me how to play pool, and I have to say I'm better at pool than I am at crochet. I played pool at my grandparents, and my grandfather didn't like kids, so we each got 2 small glasses of beer. So in Central Illinois, that's what you do with children that you want to be
The-
quiet in the mid
You,
70s.
is
You
this, yeah,
give
yeah, you give them a beer.
you give them alcohol. It
Yeah,
worked. We were
it will.
happy.
Hello, Carol. How are ya? I remember my mom teaching me how to cast on knitting. And I think when I was in like a brownie, or maybe I'd gone up to Girl Scouts, one of my Girl Scout leaders. taught me how to crochet. But that, just the basics.
I see, and that's. I have another camera back here. I might try this one. We'll just
Katie,
see if this works.
you're clear now, Katie. Whatever you
Oh,
did.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Where did
You're
you
good.
grew up south side of Chicago, right?
Yep, southwest suburbs, Bridgeview, Illinois, not far from Naperville.
Yeah.
My family is all still in that area. Oh, thank you. Oh, Peoria. A friend of mine is from Peoria. Yes. Is this one of those you sound like you have a Chicago accent? Why does that always happen to me? I don't have an accent. Oh my gosh.
The
Where were
floods were further south. The floods were actually where my son is in Carmel. That's where they got flooded. Where my family up by the dunes lives, they get hit with what they called a drencho, which is basically an inland hurricane. Rain coming down sideways, 100-mile-an-hour winds. My mother still has no power 10 days later.
oh,
So yeah, it's bad. They
yeah.
they had to postpone the beginning of school until next week. I think Belpa went back today. Duneland doesn't go back until next Wednesday.
Yeah, and they were supposed to start last Thursday or
Yeah,
Friday, whatever it was. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it's
heartbreaking because it's
yeah,
not little pockets of like a little neighborhood here and there. It is like communities are
it's like
still without power.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of people are still without power 10 days later.
Oh, oh, somebody's in. Oh, Jackie, you're in Kentucky now. My aunt is in Louisville, and used to. We went to Eminence, Kentucky, for a vacation when I was a kid, and I fell in love with like that the limestone that you drive past in Kentucky. Oh my gosh, I love that area.
Yeah,
Love,
there's a
love,
lot of
love
them
it.
that aren't going to get power for another week. Yeah.
Ugh.
My mother is 94 years old and lives by herself and refuses to go stay with my sister who has power. She's just not leaving her house. She's just not doing it. Like, all right, mom, whatever.
A burn. Another week without power. Yeah, that's just too much. Wait, Australia. My goodness, Lynn, your Yarny tribe is from around the globe.
They are.
I love this. It does look like a war zone. I've seen some the drone footage. It is. I mean, it really just looks like something just plowed through there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's been.
it's really my sister is a teacher in Portage, which is like 2 towns over from where my mom lives. And they had a tree go through the roof of a couple of classrooms. So they got to figure out how to start school and still repair all these school buildings. It's pretty serious.
It's a disaster.
Oh, ornery mama is a good way to explain my mama.
Dover, Delaware had confirmed tornado. I'm telling you, it is going through the Midwest and then hitting that East Coast.
Sydney was at work, I want to say Monday. Now she works at the Best Buy in Muncie, Indiana. And she sent me a picture outside the door of the Best Buy, looking across the street, across the highway, and you can see the tornado going down across in front. They were trying to get all the customers away from the front of the building because the tornado sirens were going off. And she just happened to go up with her camera and sees the tornado going right across the street.
It has been a weird end of summer. Renee is under tornado watch right now. I hope you are somewhere safe, or if somewhere safe you can dash to. Of course, we know what we do in the Midwest. As soon as the tornado sirens go off, we grab a beer and go in the middle of the street to watch.
You go out, you open up that garage door and see who else is watching.
That's exactly right. We are a special bunch, aren't we?
We are.
We're friendly,
there
but
goes
we're
Charlie's
goofy.
tree. Oh, here comes the Martins trampoline.
Exactly. Doggone, they just painted that fence. Oh my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
So are people
Anyway.
crocheting? Are people I need to see what people are working on. I have questions for you people, please. I have yarn because I don't know how to measure, so I just keep buying more. I'm gonna need a new shelf.
Well, hello, welcome to Yarn Buying is a separate hobby. You are going to become a curator of a yarn collection.
Oh my gosh.
Then, when you decide what you're going to do with said yarn, then you will use your crocheting skills.
Oh, I can imagine the day where I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I love those colors and
Oh,
just
yeah.
grab it.
Oh,
Yeah.
half of what I've got in here is done that way.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh, I want all these colors together in a project. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, yes, you're a yarn rescuer.
Oh, that's sweet. I gotta learn how well and two, and then I do stuff like I have this yarn that I didn't save the little wrapper for. It is so soft, it gives me the creeps. I don't know what it is. It's super, super soft. And that's probably the stitch I use too, whatever that is. Um, but it's so soft. There's just something that just doesn't go tactily with my fingers. But it's like
Really?
I can't frog it. I don't because I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Again, it was the start of guess what? Another Afghan.
Yeah.
Because it's what I
Yes.
do.
Sometimes you just have to wait for the yarn to tell you what it wants to be when it grows up.
Okay, I believe that. See, I'm a crafter. I have my Cricut machine back there, so I do crafting stuff. Um, and I feel like I got too much yarn falling over. It
I
would,
you know what? I have a couple of anniversary cakes that were gifts. I don't think they're all that. First of all, they're 6 weight yarn, which I'm not a big fan of. And I think they're too expensive for what you get. That's just me. Again, only my opinion. You're entitled to yours.
what's a cake?
Oh, let me show you what an anniversary cake is. These things are ginormous.
Okay.
Hello, going on a field trip, guys.
I usually get to go on field trips with her. Ask her, ask her about the one time. Here we are in Washington, D.C. with the vice president, and Tom got frisked by the Secret Service for real.
You
So
have that picture?
I do. Of course, I have that picture. I'm like, that's the best adventure. You left and went on a field trip. So I was telling everybody that we used to go on the best adventures, and we really,
Yeah.
Tom,
Tom
Tom
got
kind of.
mugged by the Secret Service.
That is
But anyway,
exactly
Katie,
right.
this is an
Okay, a
anniversary
cake.
cake.
Oh, that's huge.
It's a 6 bulky. It has 1,061 yards in this cake, which would probably do a whole blanket. So you might like it.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
only do blankets.
I don't even, this one's an old one. This is Sweet and Sour Dots is the name of the color. I think this is one of the ones that Nancy gave me. Um, but it's like $30 for this
Oh,
giant
that's a
cake.
deal.
You think?
See, what do I know? I just go to the store when you tell me stuff is on sale and I buy it. I
So
don't
anyway,
know. Renee's
but you
not a
know what?
fan of the cakes
Here's the
either.
thing. Um, I I don't work with a lot of 6 weight yarn. I just don't like it. It's heavy and thick and nasty. But I'm going to knit a blanket for Project uh Linus out of that, I do believe, so I can get it out of my stash. Oh, now they're like $60. Oh, they're not even worth it.
Oh,
That's a lot of money for yarn. That's acrylic mass produced.
a winter coat, Sherry. Oh my gosh. I would love to
40
see that.
46. Yeah, no, I just think that's I don't think it's I think no. I'm I'm not gonna jump on that this year. Nope, not gonna have it. I got the one that I purchased on clearance, and I think I paid like $20 for it.
Okay, that's a really good deal. But it'll make a full Afghan? I mean, like at
It's
least
over
a
a
lap
thousand
blanket?
yards, so yeah, you can. Yeah, it'll make you a nice
Which
size
is
lap.
that does not mean a thing to me. It's over 1,000 yards. It's 22 millennial. I don't know what that means. I'm looking at mine just trying to compare what my little thing says. 285 yards. I don't know what that means.
It means
That's
it's
why
a
I
lot.
just keep buying all the yarn. This is the one I was going to frog. I abandoned it. It's like 100 pounds.
I don't know why you're getting. Oh, it's so pretty.
I didn't know. It's for my grandson, and I didn't know if this was like. I didn't know.
What's there? Oh, finding those kinds of things at thrift stores is fantastic. Um,
Yarn, they founded a yarn.
no, she found hero hooks, which are a discontinued vintage hook. Augie, that's enough. Yeah, I always wait till they go on sale. I used 2 anniversary cakes to make a large Afghan. Yeah. Yeah, I just not a big fan of the heavyweight yarn. And listen, your grandson will
Thank
love
you.
that because you made it. It doesn't
You're
have
so
to be
sweet.
perfect.
You're right. You're right. I traded that one in.
And I think that's gorgeous too, my friend.
So thank you. I did have, see, that's where that triple color yarn was. And I was going to
Uh-huh.
put it in between every color, and I decided I didn't like it. So I did frog it, and I'm a better person for it.
Oh, well, okay then.
Thank you, Marianne.
So,
Only
okay.
5 feet.
We're going to give Katie a second here. She's got a list of questions for you guys to come up and help her figure out this journey that she's starting. Because she's going to become one of us pod people who live and breathe crochet.
I love it because I have surgery coming up. So I'm going to really like be out and down for 6 weeks. And I work full time, so I won't be working. And so this is the perfect time for me to learn how to do this. Completely randomly. So I crochet in the dark and I'm afraid to frog. I embrace one stitch. I'm afraid to wash the Afghans and blankets because I don't know how to connect the yarn. So how do you connect? I've seen where people weave them together. I see where you hook it in at the end when you, how do you know how to change colors?
Changing colors is a skill. That one requires a tutorial. I usually change colors at the end of a row. I try not to do it in the middle of a row. So depending on what stitch you're doing, and in your case, you're doing a half double crochet, you do the beginning steps of your half double crochet with the yarn that you are currently using. Then you grab the color you want to change to and grab that like you're going to finish the stitch.
Okay.
And then now you've got your new color on your hook and you keep going.
Okay, because I did see a tutorial that did that, and they said leave 4 inches and then like lay it on flat on your next, and then like crochet it in
Say
so it's
over
just
the
flat.
Yep.
And I'm like, but then can I throw that in the washing machine?
Sure.
Oh my God.
Because when you crochet over it, the fibers are all connected now, and they're going to be. It's not going to come out. A lot of them don't. As long as you wash it on delicate, don't run it through the high speed.
Towels or something
Yeah,
heavy.
it'll be fine. Mikey at the Crochet Crowd. This sticks with me all the time. When I first started, he doesn't like knots. Now I've seen a lot of people who will knot their yarn and then crochet over the top of it, which is totally fine. Gives you that little bit of protection. He even he would crochet over a little bit, leave enough end that you can sew in, and then you sew it in 3 directions. A couple of stitches down, a couple of stitches back up, and a couple of stitches either left or right, because fabric cannot stretch in 3 directions. It can either
Right.
go this way, or kind of at a diagonal, but it cannot stretch in 3 directions at the same time. So if
Okay.
you have enough that you can sew in 3 different directions, that'll never come out.
All right. All right. That's good. Because I think I did that, but I just laid it flat and crocheted in, but left like 4 inches. I am going to have to check out Juan because Renee said Juan demonstrates
The
it
straights,
beautifully
he
and
really does.
gentle dry.
Yeah. Yeah, but and that stuck with me that fabric cannot stretch in 3 directions at the same time. So if you sew your ends in 3 different directions, up, down, and across, that's never coming out.
And when you say sew, do you have to get an actual sewing thing, or do you use your hook to try and?
You're going to need what's called darning needles, and there's 2 different kinds. This kind with the big eye, and it's kind of
Okay.
got a blunt end. They have metal ones. I've got a ton of plastic ones, and these are called. These have a name, and I can't remember, but it's got kind of like a filament that looks like thick fishing line, and it's really easy to get the yarn through, especially some of the thicker yarn. And it's got a little bit more of a pointier end, so you can split fibers if you want to like really get in between the fibers and really weave the
Okay.
yarn in between fibers. But you need what's called darning needles.
Okay. I'm adding it to the list, which is going to be my next one. Is what all do I need? And Fiber Arts 25 said it depends on the yarn for me. That makes sense. And if it's a lighter yarn, I tie it. If it's thicker, I'll just stitch it in. So if I'm a medium for, is that considered thin or thick?
That's where you start getting into thicker yarns.
Okay. Okay. So
Anything from
thinner.
a 0, which is a lace weight, up to a DK, I think they consider those the thinner weight yarns. And then when you get to the 4 through a 7, then you're talking about the thicker weight yarns.
Okay. Well, I want to know what must have accoutrements there are. I have my, as I mentioned before, my name is Katie. It starts with K, and this is my first crochet hook that I probably got when I was 8 or 9 years old. So the best, probably 1973 or 1974, had to offer from Kmart. And that's what I use. So I got Happy Mail, and I am so excited to try Grown Up. Thank you very much, Lynn Ann. I'm super excited to try Grown Up hooks. But what all do you use? What else do you need besides yarn and a hook? Knitting
What's
darning needle.
project bags? Yes.
Oh, I'm a girl who loves bags, so I'm in for that. I
Wait,
knit on
everything's
that
in its
color.
own bag. Scissors, a good pair of scissors for sure.
Okay, I do have that one. I have these hidden away so people don't cut chicken with them. He's laughing. Lots of stitch markers. What do you use stitch markers for? Is it just, this has to do with counting, doesn't it?
It has to do with counting. Row counters, another good one, a really good one. It would be a row counter.
Does it have numbers on it?
Yes. So that you don't have
Oh.
to remember, you just click through and it'll. Remember how when people would count attendance,
Yes.
just like that.
We used to do that in our old neighborhood for Halloween trick or treaters.
Tape measure. Tape measures are also important.
Yeah, because you can't trust ChatGPT to tell you how wide something is.
Yep.
Stitch markers. Okay, well, I have to go back and get good stitch markers because I got the wrong kind if I got knitting ones.
Yeah. A notepad is also essential.
What do you write down?
What pattern you're doing, what hook you're using, so that if you put the project down, you can come back to it a few days later and remember, okay, I was doing this pattern. And you can write down notes that, oh, I skipped row 7 because I didn't like that stitch or whatever. So you can keep track of what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Stitch markers are great, especially when you start doing things that are different patterns that are like pattern repeats, and that you'll want to put a stitch marker at every time the pattern starts to repeat in a row. So,
Okay, so that's going to be my next question. What is my next stitch? What I tried the one that you said I tried, the single and then two doubles.
That was the Suzette stitch.
I liked that. I liked that.
Yeah,
Sticky
compression
notes.
gloves.
What?
Compression gloves when your hands start to hurt.
Oh, that's so smart. I love sticky notes. So who said that? You are my kindred spirit.
Double crochet.
Colored.
Do you know how to do a double crochet?
I think so. I think, see, that's what I think. I think this one, can you tell by looking at it?
Sometimes.
I don't
That's
know. I thought this was double crochet because this was tighter than the other one.
that looks like half double to me, but I
Dang.
may be, but I
See,
can't see.
all right.
All
Well,
right,
I'm
so
gonna.
you know what? So when you do that stitch, let me see you do that
Well, that's
stitch.
what I'm afraid of. I'm
What?
afraid that I don't remember what I did. It's been weeks since I did this one. And I'm thinking, see, this is the problem is I watch a YouTube tutorial, I try it, and then I did this, and then I thought, oh, I'll do a different one for Pierce's, my other grandsons. So I think I can do a double crochet and the double half crochet, but I don't remember because this one feels so much tighter than the other one. And I'd have to see if I have this yarn somewhere in here to do it. Because then I have another Afghan. Surprise.
Surprise.
That this has bigger holes.
Okay, that for sure is half double.
Okay, so that's okay. So then I think I can do half double and double because I must have watched a YouTube tutorial on this. Because I think I did this one and it was a double, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's too much back and forth and in and out kind of stuff. And then just naturally went back to maybe the half double. Learn to change up your stitches like cross and shell. I would love to change my stitches. If you did the Suzette, that she should know the single and the double. Okay, then I did. If I did that, the single and then the double, so you're right.
Yeah, if you could do the Suzette stitch, which is a single crochet,
Okay.
where you put in your hook, put your yarn over, and pull through both loops, that's single crochet. Put in your, put your hook in your stitch, yarn over.
I've got to write that down then too. If I figure out what it's called and write it down. That's why I'm bad if I switch projects because I'm not really sure what I was doing. See, but that's the thing is like different stitches.
You need to get on Amazon and get yourself one of these.
It looks like learning. I'm better at YouTube tutorials. I need to find out where Juan lives and go buy him lunch.
Delaware.
Oh, it's lovely in the fall.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I am better with. Is anybody else just better with watching than reading a book?
It took me a long time. It took me a very long time.
Yarn winder. Melissa, tell me what a yarn winder and Swift is.
Yes, she does need a damn it doll.
What do I need?
A damn it doll.
I do. I just learned what that was.
Augie, what are you doing here? No, you
Y'all
cannot be
are
in
so
here, buddy.
funny.
You need to be out.
Okay, a dictionary will help. It has to be good pictures. I'm really much better with like a tutorial, a video tutorial. I watch it and learn it.
Yeah, it took me a really, really, really long time. It took me a really long time to be able to read a pattern and do something other than watch a tutorial. You get to the point where you're watching a tutorial and looking at the pattern at the same time, and then it just sometimes it'll just click.
Okay, I have faith in that. Didn't you used to just say you weren't going to do patterns? Didn't you a long time ago say I'm never reading a pattern?
I did say that. When I first started, I said, oh, yes. I am never, ever, ever going to read a pattern. I just can't. I don't know how to do it. I'm a visual learner. Yes. And now I've gotten to the point where I can't stand to watch tutorials. I have to have a written pattern.
Oh, see, no.
So weird.
I'm 10 years ago, Lynn. Yeah. That's me. I want to watch the video, but that's what I'm like. Lynn is reading a pattern. What? She doesn't read patterns.
No, look, she doesn't. But I did. And what I did, honestly, somebody suggested it, and I wish I remember who it was because I would love to hug them and say thank you. You watch the tutorial and you read the pattern at the same time, and then do what you're supposed to do, and then eventually it just clicks. It just like. All right, you need to, I don't know how you got in here. How did you get past the gate? Did you knock the gate down?
Uh-oh. Sure, he can go 18 hours without you being there and behave, and you walk away for 15
few
minutes,
minutes and he can't.
pattern where there's a
And I thought
tutorial.
he'd be asleep by now because he went to play care. Ouch.
Oh,
Today for 4.5 hours he was there. And I thought they would run him to death and he'd be tired. But oh no, he's
didn't wear him down.
didn't wear him down enough.
If you can find a pattern for which there's a tutorial and a written pattern, then you can follow both. I'd have to learn how to read a pattern. First, I have to figure out which stitch is which. Because one time, my mother-in-law, God bless her, used to make Afghans for everybody. And the first few years, it was great. And then it was a thing at the Christmas. It's like, who needs Afghan number 5? But she and I sat down to crochet one time. And she must have been the same way as me with having just one pattern, because she looked at what I was doing and she said, I don't know what you're doing there. And I'm like, I don't know. But she's like, I don't even know what that is.
So a swift and a ball winder are what
Yeah, what is that?
takes these and puts them into cakes. So you have to put this on this big umbrella, like the inside of an umbrella.
Yeah.
And hey, don't even. And then the ball winder turns and it spins it and it turns it into a cake or a ball.
Machine or manual?
There's both. I have an
Oh.
electric one because the cranking hurts my shoulder too bad, but there are manual ones. Hey, all right, I'm going on another field trip. You go that way. Come on. You don't need
Okay.
to be
Oh,
jumping
what
on me.
else can I tell you about Lynn while she's gone? I know, isn't it? Okay, so wait, if I'm sharing these pictures while she's gone, this is the time that we were tempted to steal a Panera umbrella in Nashville because it was pouring rain and we didn't have an umbrella. And we walked past a Panera Bread that was closed because it was late at night because we had just gone to the Grand Ole Opry. And we're like, we'll just take that one. And there were guys, they're like cheering us on because we were kidding, but they're like, take it, take it, take it. So I almost stole the umbrella from Panera, but we didn't because we're good upstanding
We're good
citizens.
citizens, but we didn't.
That's right. See, every time she walks away, I got plenty of stories. Um, oh, Trish likes a written diagram. That is a next step. See, and this is the thing too. As you're getting to know me and hearing, like, here's my challenges, here's all my pieces, like, what's my next thing? Because I can't do 10 things all at once because then I'll just give up. But it's like, do I try a new stitch or do I learn how to read a pattern? Because that's the problem with not having just learned when I was a kid and like not grown at all in how I crochet. I think I'm doing the same thing, but like I don't know how to do the turn chain at the end. And I do think I saw a tutorial that I did save that makes better sense if I don't have edges anymore. I feel like my edges are good. So I feel like I can learn one thing at a time. So like what's the next thing I should learn? See, I feel like
Oh, your
that's a
edges
good
are
edge.
really good.
Thank
Yes.
you. So
Yes.
I feel like that's good. So it's like, what's my next step? Um, Field trip is hilarious. I know. I love her field trips. What's my next thing? Do I learn how to do a pattern? Diagrams are wonderful. I know, but they say S's and things. I have bins. I put projects in. I need bins. I want to read a pattern until you get a couple stitches. I like that too, Landers. Yeah. See, Maria, yes, I need a smaller project. In my head, if you're going to crochet, you make a blanket and it's 40 hours of crocheting. I would love a smaller project. And I'm telling you all, like, let's get on board and all make one of these, whether it's for us or for a friend. I feel like we should do a make along, but you probably have your own thing. And it's not Tunisian Tuesday and it's not make along Monday with Katie.
Maybe when you're ready for that, we'll all do that again
Okay.
because I do love this sweater now. We'll make a million of these because they're so comfortable and they're perfect. But if you want, you need right now that confidence builder of instant gratification. And people are saying washcloths, get some cotton yarn and make some washcloths, coasters, placemats. Yeah.
I love this so much. I have them all over my house. I love these. But I'm like, how in the world did she do this?
Well, you can make your coaster can be square. Start out with a square one.
Okay.
Start out with a square one. Once you get
Dishcloths.
comfortable, then you can start doing the circles. Dishcloths are are really good beginner. Bags, again, something that's going to give you that instant
I
gratification
need
that you
that.
can finish in a day or two.
A yarn bowl. I have a metal bowl that I put my after I wind a ball that it just stays in the metal bowl so it flips around. Is that what you mean by a bowl?
Yeah, well, like a yarn basket, a yarn bowl.
I'd love to make a bag because if that's like the shirts or the sweaters where you just fold it in half and then like stitch it together,
Yep. You've seen this.
I love that.
I know, me too, right?
I am telling you,
It
like
started
I
out as a
want that.
circle, and then she got the bottom as big as she wanted it, and then you stop increasing and you just go up as big as you want it. And, in a couple of days, you've got a really cool bag.
That's gorgeous. Yeah,
So
I need
there's,
something that I can work a couple of nights on.
and be done with scarves, hats, market bags, um, mug rugs, or square coasters, right?
A
Uh,
beanie. I'd love that too.
yeah, you could do a scarf, a cowl. I mean, you live where it gets snow. All these things can be used.
Mug rugs. I need that. I bought gorgeous on Etsy ceramic mugs that I thought we'd put chili in, but you can't hold them. It's too hot. And they are
Oh,
gorgeous. And I paid a lot for them too.
yeah. Then you
And
need
it's
just
Etsy.
you just get some nice cotton yarn and crochet yourself a big old square to hold that with.
What does cotton feel like? Because this is acrylic.
Yeah. It's a little stiffer than that. It's not quite as
Okay.
soft. Uh,
Thread-ish feeling.
it's not really thread. It's kind of, I can't explain it because it feels like cotton.
Okay, I want to make it feels like cotton, Katie. If fingerless gloves, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Okay, these are all good.
Yeah. That's what you need. Because you're right. You're putting a lot of time into an Afghan. And it seems it's for me, blankets are like the never ending project. That's why I don't make a lot of blankets because it seems like no matter how, especially one, because I was terrible at edges, terrible. And I always did my blankets from the center out, granny square or something where I didn't have to worry about edges. I just kept going in a big square and you're going fast. Oh, this isn't too bad. I'm going to make a really big blanket. And then as bigger as it gets, it's taking you longer and longer to get around. And now it's like, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. I've already done two sides. I still have two more sides to do. I'm never going to finish it. So that mental thing
Hmm.
about blankets, I keep going back and forth and it's not ending. I'm never going to get through all this. That's why little people call the little projects like uh, mug rugs and washcloths, they call them palette cleansers. Just something so that you could get it done and say, oh, I accomplished something, and then go back to
Yes.
work on the long term project.
Okay, anything square. Okay, that's good because what was I going to ask? There was something else I was thinking too I saw in here. Sugar and cream cotton for dishcloths. See, yarn selection. See, that's another thing. Like, I don't know what yarn to buy, and everybody needs a Linan on their speed dial because anytime, night or day, or I will send her pictures as I'm standing in Michael's and I send pictures and I'm like, what about this? And she's like, okay, what about it for what? What? And
Yeah.
of course, for me, it's an Afghan.
I just,
Um, fun. Oh, I froze or Lynn froze. So someone froze. Are you all? I'm going to watch the comments and see who froze here and see if we're back on. So if you all can hear me and see me, maybe I'm frozen, but it looks to me like Lynn Ann is frozen. So if you can tell me, oh, she is Lynn Ann frozen. Let me just tell her, hey, you're frozen. Oh, this is almost like a field trip, which means I should be telling you things about her. Hold on. When she was my bowling buddy. Are you frozen? Okay, thank you. You all are so helpful. Okay, she is. Okay, and I didn't do this on purpose. It's not. Okay, so she must be logging in. Can you see? Oh, it's all backwards. I don't know how to unmirror that, but it says share this episode with a friend. So Lynn Ann is sharing this with her friends. So y'all have to share it. And look, I've got the logo. Hello, I didn't tell any
Hey,
stories about you while you were gone.
my we've had storms just like Kate Nancy did yesterday. Storm
Oh,
I just got off my Wi-Fi. I'm on cellular data, so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. So yeah, yeah, she's the genius behind my logo, you guys.
I love
Gary.
that.
Gary wants to hear the Lenan stories.
We're going to have a special feature for Lynn Ann's birthday coming up in September. We are going to have everything you wanted to know about Lynn Ann because I got stories. And my husband, growing up was best friend with Tom's brother, Chris. So he's known all of them for forever because they grew up in the same itsy bitsy tiny town. So, Mrs. Lady Hummingbird, thank you so much. I love that. And I love that you're a hummingbird because that is going to be my next tattoo when I can decide what colors or whatever I want to get. Okay, so I was distracted, Linan. Where were we? Because I was going to ask about not
Oh, we
my
were talking
turning.
about yarn choice. We were talking
Yes,
about
thank
yarn
you.
choice. And I was saying that I saw this girl on TikTok saying yarn choice is important. It is an important part of the process because you're not going to pick up 100% 5-weight wool to make a bikini top. And you're not going to pick up lace weight to make an Afghan. So you have to make sure that you're choosing the right size and the right fiber for whatever project you think you want to do. So yarn choice is a really huge part of the whole process.
See, which is why I have you on speed dial. So, okay. So, my next project, I do believe, is going to be square washcloths. I feel like that was or a bag.
Yeah.
I could do a bag
Yeah.
because I'm going to need bags for all of the yarn that we're adding.
Yes.
Um, oh, you all are too sweet. This is, oh my gosh, there's a ton of people here. This is, look, and I had over 20 questions. I'm not kidding. I was very serious about, I have questions.
Well,
Um,
where are your
oh,
questions? We'll be glad to answer them. That's what we do. That's what we do here.
I love this. I love this and so appreciate this. Um, I need to know more about the stitch counter. So here's my combination. If I do something small, I have to do a different stitch or something that's a combination of stitches. So if it's called a combination of stitches, it has a different name, like the whatever one I was working on with the single and two doubles, the Suzette or whatever.
Yeah, that's the Suzette stitch.
Okay, so can I do that and make a washcloth of that? Otherwise, I'm
Sure.
like, can I? Okay, because I'm like, otherwise, I want to make like scarves for my book club ladies that I blew
Yes.
off tonight, but don't tell them.
Yes, absolutely.
Granny square. I've never done a granny square. I know my mom made Afghans with granny squares. My mom was brilliant. She was so good because she could learn a pattern. Like she would sit down and somehow learn it, and then she would make different pattern stuff. But all I ever learned was my crochet and a half or whatever.
Yeah.
Two
You
granny squares
what
and a seam. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm
Two
just
granny
reading
squares.
this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
two granny and seam up the sides and you've got a nice bag. So you
Okay,
just make a
because
really whatever size granny square you want to make, you make two of them the same size, and then you seam up three sides of it, put yourself a little handle on it, and you've got yourself a bag.
okay, so here's my next question about choosing the right yarn, whatever weight or whatever, or acrylic or cotton or wool or whatever. How do I pick the right yarn and the right like a pattern? Like I can't tell you how thrilled I was to do that multicolor in one skein, I don't know. Um, I was so excited to have different color changes. But
Mm-hmm.
then when I was trying to do that dark blue in the dark and doing that Suzette stitch, and I'm like, I picked the wrong yarn because it's too dark, I can't see it, and I couldn't really see the stitches. And I'm like, okay, Lynn said get lighter, but can I do the Suzette stitch in a multicolor skein, whatever it's called? Or should it
Sure.
be a solid? Like, does it make sense? Like, if you're doing a shell stitch or a wave, does it look better all solid or multicolor to really get the effect or impact of the stitch?
I see what you're saying. And in some stitches are so intricate that you want the stitch to shine. So you don't want the yarn to overpower the stitch. But in the Suzette stitch, you can use a multicolor. When you're getting into some of the more fancier, lacy fan work, you don't want some of that stuff to be overpowered. But you can use the variegated for where you are in your journey. For 90% of what you want to do, you can use any yarn, either a solid or a variegated. And then you'll just, for me, when I'm using variegated, I love to see where how the changes, how it makes each section look a little different. So that is that kind of like, oh, when's the next color coming? So that kind of keeps you motivated to keep going. But
Yes,
then
yes.
again, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna want to stay away from the really dark colors right now, like that navy blue, as gorgeous as it is. It's too hard to see when you're learning. Ombres are fun too. Yes, I agree. Ombre
What's the difference in
yarns.
the, oh, so it's not different colors, it's different shades.
Yes, I've got some over here. I think maybe
Which you going on a field
possibly.
trip?
I don't know that I have any ombre yarn left. I think I used it all.
What? You had better go right now.
I know I have. I might have one partial skein. Ouch, ouch.
And yes, I am having fun. It was only that one night when I was crocheting in the dark. And yes, a neck light would have been very helpful. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, this is called
Um,
ombre. Okay, I made a blanket out of this. They call this an
oh,
ombre because
okay,
it
love
goes
that.
from light to dark, and then back to the light to the dark.
Okay, love that.
That's an ombre, and again, that you can use with just about any. Those make beautiful granny squares.
Can I do
And
that with the Suzette stitch?
sure,
Okay, I might try that.
neck lights
Um,
are a neck light is probably one of your better friends as far as being able to. Let me fix my camera. I'm so far away. I keep forgetting to do that.
Amazon has neck lights. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. See, this is when I was working on this Afghan for Duke, my oldest grandson. I was so disappointed because the multicolor stuff there, I only wanted it as a little break in between the camel and the blue, but it didn't have enough color variation to stick out the way I wanted it, and I didn't want a huge section. So I still have those colors, and I love these colors. I feel like this would like go in my living room.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh, I could make. That's why I was like, again, let's go extra on this. I'm like, do they make bear claw um, coasters? Like, could I make coasters that look like bear claws? And it's like, stop, Katie, make them squares and pretend they're sides of a log cabin or something. Um, so, okay, neck light I'm shopping for. Great grandma's daughter is there. Hi, daughter. Um, the book you have is good. I do a ripple blanket. What's a ripple blanket? Is that like the wave?
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, I'm telling you
It,
because I keep
you know that
watching you.
chevron blanket that I made you?
Yes, I
Less
love that.
pointy is a ripple blanket with less uh, angular to it. It's more this.
Okay.
See if it's in
See,
here.
I feel like I could count, but that counting thing, because then when you're counting, do you count the end chain, and how do you do if it's a double and a half? Do you do 3 chains in turn?
You have to read what the pattern tells you
Oh gosh, with the
or the
patterns. All
tutorial
right.
tells you, because unfortunately, sometimes they'll say the turning chain counts as the first stitch, and sometimes they say don't. I personally, I hate using the turning chain as the first stitch because it gives your edge a bump. So I
Uh-huh.
always do a single crochet and then a standing whatever stitch I'm using, either a standing single, half double, or double crochet, and use that as my beginning stitch because I don't like using the turning chain as my beginning.
Okay. Who said somebody said there was yarn for $1, cotton yarn? Am I
At
getting cotton yarn
Walmart,
for these washcloths?
if yeah, it sure.
Does it does it make a difference?
Well, no, not necessarily. You can
What
practice
size
with what you've
hook?
got. You could absolutely practice with what you've got.
Okay, I have plenty. Where's my look?
I
I'm
don't
not
have
I'm not messy. I'm
creatively organized. Yes, please. Yes,
uh-huh.
yes.
Oh, here. So which size hook do I know? The hook size is on the package
It's
of the yarn.
yes, it is.
Do you always have to do that, or is that just a suggestion?
Um,
Standing stitches.
honestly, it's a suggestion. You could go, depending on how tight you want your stitches, you could go down. Or if you want your fabric to be less tight, you go up a stitch hook size.
I want to go a little tighter because I feel like whatever stitch I'm doing is got big holes, and I want to try something that's smaller. You know what? Here's the what stitches do I need to do in that to learn how to make one of these? Like, am I ready to leapfrog into making this yet? And how do I know how to make the pattern so it covers my behind?
Well, that is all this stitch is are
I love
double
chevrons.
crochets, single crochets, and a 3 double crochet cluster.
So that's all
So,
into the same stitch.
yeah.
Okay.
So
But
it's
I have to read a
really,
pattern.
you have to be able to read the pattern and
Okay.
understand the construction of a
So pretty.
sweater. So I would suggest if you're wanting to make a sweater and you want to make something like this, you need to find a tutorial. Although she does have a tutorial for this. You
Yes,
could
you
watch
sent it
her
to me
make
12
this.
times every time I
Yes.
asked, and I have to be brave and try it.
Use a 4.5 millimeter and a DK weight yarn. Yeah.
Stitch markers. Use
I'm
the
using,
stitch markers. I got you, Lisa. Once I get the right ones. So stitch markers, is that if you have changing rows? Because even like I was looking at a tutorial that you sent me that was like the same pattern. So it was going to be a pattern, but it was the same one row repeat. I think that was the Suzette, maybe.
yes.
Yeah, the same one.
Yes.
See, I have to learn how to read a pattern because that's a frustrating thing. I'm telling you, I will put in the time, I will invest the money to get the right things and all the things. But when you do that Suzette pattern, and it's like, okay, if you're left, you have to go over two and then do a double crochet. And I'm never quite sure, like that little bumpy, curvy stitch at the end, am I supposed to be going into that or not? So again, I need to know the anatomy of the stitch and read
Right. And
um, Hoist and
that's
Level.
where your stitch marker comes in, because that bumpy curvy thing could have been your turning chain, but not your first stitch. So if you put your stitch marker in that first stitch, it won't, it'll remind you to make sure you're going into the right stitch. Because if you keep adding it, your blanket's going to be doing this, growing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My first bookmark. I remember I made it like that, and I used all my mom's extra yarn for my first Afghan, and it was the most hideous combination of colors, and I was so proud of it.
Of course you were.
Yes, it was a good feeling. It's good to be a young woman and have something that you feel proud of. Never use acrylic for items that will be heated.
Yeah, you don't want to put,
Oh,
yeah, because it's plastic.
okay. wobble kit of some sort. I've seen those. Those look really cool. 4.5.
Um, Speaking of Mary Maxim, nope, that's not what I wanted. That is
Tighter
not.
stitch will make a denser. Oh, more loose stitch, bigger hook will give your fabric more drape.
I,
Yes, I feel like my stuff is super drapey. Everything I make is super drapey, except that one dark blue one that I was making for Duke. And it really, I'm telling you, it just felt so heavy. So is a double crochet a tighter one? Usually, if I use the same size hook?
no, no. The bigger the stitch, the looser it is. So your tightest stitch is going to be a single crochet, then half double crochet. And by the time you get up to double crochets and triple crochets, your stitches are getting looser and bigger.
Oh, all right. I'll have to, I got to go back and practice or finish that one that I started for Duke.
What's your
Um,
question, Renee? I will try to answer you.
dun, 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 dun.
When you
Tighter
finish an
stitch.
item, yeah, that's right. Most of all, when you finish an item, regardless of how it turns out, you did it. Congratulations, you made something.
I love it. Positive and encouraging, Lisa. Thank you.
I have
And I
never
do.
ordered from Ice. I want to, but I just their website is overwhelming.
What is it?
Ice Yarns is a European yarn company, um, an online company, and they have the best yarn, and it's inexpensive. Um, but it is their shipping is expensive, and their site has 8 million things on it. What causes a square blanket to come out flared, even if you're following a pattern? Um, are you doing rows back and forth? If that's the case, you're probably going into if they're counting the turning chain as not a stitch, you're probably using that as a stitch so that you're adding an extra stitch every time you go into that turning chain. Um, or yeah, that's got to be what it, if you're making a back and forth and you're starting to flare out, you're adding a stitch probably because you're using the turning chain as your edge stitch instead of using the first stitch.
I understood what you just said.
Oh, absolutely, Gary. You see what he wrote? Remember to treat yourself to treats when you succeed in every stitch, like chocolate or candy or yarn shopping.
I
Self gratification.
love it. Right? I love that.
He uses a half double crochet join. Oh,
Inconsistent
so you're
tension.
talking about when you're doing like a granny in squares. Are you turning your work after you do the half double crochet? That might just be a tension issue that you're not making that tight enough.
In fiber arts, I felt the same way. This feels like a rug to me almost. It feels so thick. But that's why I'm trying to look too.
That could just be the yarn, Katie.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, where? I'd have to dig it out. I do try to save because then I like to count at the end how many Afghans or how many
Yes,
skeins I
always
used
that way.
to make something.
Always his it, that I it, I think that half double crochet um join, you're just not doing it tight enough. It's too loose. It's a tension issue.
My beginning chain is always too tight. I am really working on because I definitely can tell it doesn't stretch. So I really tried to go loose with this last one. This last one I felt like was going much better. All right, I'm going to check out Juan's stuff. I'm going to read patterns.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
I'm going to,
that Renee, I am pretty sure when you're doing the half double crochet join uh at the corner, you're just doing that too loose. So it's a tension issue. So once that starts getting loose, then the corner just keeps getting wider and wider. Lines patterns, make sure you turn after the half. See, okay, I'm in the not turn camp. I never turn my granny square blankets. I never turn any of them. Unless it's a, like, you have to work from the back side for the pattern to work.
That's a
I,
good idea.
but I don't turn my granny squares ever. Um, it's, you just got to make sure that that uh, corner join is tight.
Jane Wild's brilliant comment. Use a crochet hook one size larger to make your starting chain.
Yep.
And now I have bigger hooks. They're not all just K. I thought everybody
Yes.
used their I thought everybody used a crochet hook that their name started with.
No, because then I'd be using huge ones, and I don't. Yeah, turn. I think you get a better square by not turning. But that's just my personal opinion. I know some people who are very old school that that's what they do. I saw a little while ago, Gary suggested getting the Granny Square card game where you just pull out one of the cards and you do that granny square and you learn stitches that way. And that's something you can get on Amazon. I'll try to find it and send you the link.
Okay. So there's
Um,
different granny squares.
oh yeah,
I have another question.
sure.
What do you, because of course you know I just do Afghans. What do you do with the huge Afghan? Do you roll it as you're crocheting to move it along? I find kind of exhausted, like I'm not sure where I'm supposed to rest my arms, and I have to kind of keep dragging and twisting because if my Afghan is 43 inches wide, I just started kind of rolling it last night, but then when I flip it over, it doesn't unroll neatly. And I'm like, do
Right.
people scrunch it up? What do you do with it while you're moving it when it gets bigger?
Uh huh. Scrunch
Yeah.
it, roll it, do whatever. Yeah, when you're using the big one, when you're doing big
Yes.
Afghans, it does. That's why, again, living where I live right now, I don't do blankets because they've got to be over the top of you. I mean, I see people say, yeah, I can't wait till it gets cold so I could work on blankets and be covered at the same time as I'm working on them. So yeah, you just kind of do it however is comfortable, rolling it, squishing it. Yep.
That's what I was doing too, was laying it on my lap. Oh,
Okay.
I love that. Whatever works for you. See, I feel most comfortable with all these answers that are saying whatever works for you. It's okay. You're not wrong. You may
Yeah.
be creating a new way of doing it, whatever's comfortable. Get the rest out of the way. Yes. Although I'm so excited now.
Here,
Oh,
Katie, this
that's
is
pretty.
this is the granny square cards. There's 50 different granny squares in there. So you pull one out and you work on it until you get it under control, and then you move on to the next one. And if they
Well,
all
what
come out the same,
stitches?
uh oh, this one looks like double crochets, some chains, half double crochets, single crochets.
Okay.
In crochet, there are four, or let's do this, let's count six. There are six basic stitches that you have to know: a slip stitch, a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, and a triple crochet. And you could go quadruple, whatever, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times loops. It, but if you know those five, the slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and a triple crochet, you can crochet any pattern from the
Okay.
most intricate lace to the chunkiest blanket, which is different from knitting because in knitting you knit and purl and that's it.
Hmm. But you're digging it right now.
I am in my
You
knitting
are
era.
loving it. You
I am
are.
in my knitting era. But
I
anyway,
love that.
well, puff stitches are part of that's like the fancy stitches. They're not a basic stitch.
And a chain stitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that, Lisa. There's
Well,
no wrong with crochet.
see, now you're getting into the fancy stitches. But those stitches, I'm not going to
Yes.
drop triple crochet. But the 4 basic stitches you need to know are a slip stitch, a single crochet, a double crochet, and a half double crochet. Once you've mastered those 4 stitches, then you can start doing variations like puff stitches and cluster stitches and extended and what's the linked double crochets. Those are all extensions of the basic ones. Thank you, Mandy. So what for you right now, thanks, Gary. You inspire me. Every time I look at something you do, I'm like, I want to do that. Um, if you can like make a few washcloths using the 4 basic stitches to the point where you're like, you see in a pattern it says SC and you know that's a single crochet and you know by muscle memory how to do a single crochet, or you see a DC double crochet, you know how to do that through muscle memory. Then you can start moving on to fan stitches and
I so
lace
want to do
stitches.
that.
Yeah, but
Yes.
you've got to know the basics. Then you can move to doing things like half double crochet foundation rows and single crochet foundation rows. And, there's always variations and extensions off of the basics. So get comfortable with you making small projects with the basic stitches. And then your next step would be, the fancy things.
Okay, I'll watch one this weekend, and I love that 1 row of single crochet, 1 row half double crochet, 1 row double crochet. See, I need to know what they look like too, because if somebody talks to me while I'm crocheting and I stop, even halfway through, this is how mindlessly I do whatever I'm doing. Once I've got it going, I can't look at it and know where I was, so I have to kind of rip it out to get back to where I have the 1 loop on there and then start the stitch. So,
Yeah, that's just you need to know the anatomy of the stitch.
yes,
And the
yes,
more you do it, the more you'll be able to look at it and go, okay, I know what I'm doing.
yes.
And that again is just yeah, I bet his ears are burning.
Is he
It's just
here?
no, he's not. I haven't seen
Oh.
him. He's so busy. I don't know how the man's standing upright half the time. Um, Seriously, the man is constantly busy. Um,
Well, I think we should all message him then and let him know. If your ears were burning, now you know why.
now you know why. Um, he's such a good guy. Um, I would seriously, Katie, I would put your blankets down for a little bit. You can always come back to them because it's not going anywhere. Find a pretty bag to put them in and work on some smaller projects, a scarf that maybe is 30 stitches across for your reading group, for make some square coasters, some mug rugs, just a big square pot holder or hot pad to put your chili bowls on. Something that gives you that sense of accomplishment and the gives you the practice to get the stitch
Yeah, building a
repetition
muscle
down.
memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's knitting. That one that you made, that fisherman's thing. Oh my gosh, that thing was gorgeous.
This.
I love that so much.
I'm
You're
gonna make
so
a
good at picking colors too.
I picked this off the shelf. I didn't pick this. The
Oh, I
company
love
did.
that.
Um, I'm gonna the knitted blanket I'm gonna make out of that anniversary cake that I showed you. This is the
Bookmarks.
stitch I'm gonna do.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
Bookmarks. Oh,
Bookmarks.
see, that would
Yes.
be nice for my book club. Bookmarks.
Yes. And you could
That's a
and
nice
those you
thing.
could make with variegated yarns. You could make it with solid colors. Find everybody's favorite color and make them a cute little bookmark.
You know what though? They're all going to want these sweaters. I I designed T-shirts, and I bought on Etsy the iron-on, not the vinyl iron-on, but like the whatever the deeper one was. So I made shirts for all of them, and but every honestly, they all want these. So I may have to find colors, but they're going to want these. But I'll start with sweaters because, or I'm sorry, scarves. Um, is Gary here?
Yeah, he was in here a little bit ago.
All right. I'm like, does Gary crochet or does he knit?
Does both and beautifully. You take some time to watch Gary's channel. His channel is
Okay.
Urban Yarn.
Okay.
And you will be astounded and amazed. His color combinations are stunning. His work is impeccable. He is like my spirit animal. I want to knit as well as he does. I want to
Oh.
crochet as well as he does.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. 2 rows of each. All right, Darlene, I will do 2 rows of each. Yeah, I just need to do something where I can just sit and do something small, accomplish
Yes.
something.
Yes.
I have to make a list of the order that I want to do this in because I have my surgery is next month. So I want to have enough stuff that I have kind of a project list. Oh, you use thread when you make bookmarks. I don't know if my fingers can do that.
I've made bookmarks with 4-way cotton. You don't have to use thread. You can, but you don't have to. There are I made Carter that squished frog bookmark out of 4-way cotton.
Oh,
Oh no.
poor Dover, Delaware had a tornado this evening. Yes, fiber arts. I would like to get off bigger blankets. Although I will tell you that my 9-year-old grandson was very excited at the prospect. And then my 4-year-old grandson, that is like the first thing he does when he runs into our house is he grabs a blanket. He's just a cuddly kid. And I thought, oh, he deserves his own Afghan. He deserves his own. So those
Yeah,
weren't like my big projects, but
and you know what? They don't. You got time. Blankets are never instant gratification. They take
oh my
time.
God.
So you know, do a few rows on your blanket so that you feel like you're accomplishing something on it, but then go to your smaller project so that you get that accomplished, I've done something feeling.
Yes.
And that's why people call them their palate cleansers, so that they get that sense of accomplishment when they're doing such large projects. That's why I personally think, and I do know a few people who are monogamous, who will work on one project until it's done. But people like me, I have like 4 projects going at all times because I feel like I'm not making enough progress. So I bounce to the next one, and then I'll bounce to the next one, and I'll go back, and then I'll bounce to, and I think I I keep engaged that way a little bit more. That's just me. I do know there are a lot of people out there who are complete monogamous to one project, start to finish. I can't do that.
Interesting. I have to
Well,
write down
yeah,
what
your mom
stitch I
was a
do though.
crochet machine, Sherry. We love Nana June. She just, yeah, she knew what she was doing.
I love everyone that says they make them for nursing homes and vets when they're
Yes.
making those blankets. What because that's what I thought too, and I always had that problem like when I was crafting cricket stuff and doing signs on that. It's like I only had so many walls I could put things on, and it's like it's great to make as a gift. So I love that. It's very relaxing. I do when I'm in my groove. I enjoy it very much. And now, because I lived in Florida for 4 years by Lynn, and now that I moved back to Indianapolis, it's going to be cold, and I'm going to have all winter and want to crochet.
Mm.
Oh, and Boggy Creek too. I didn't see the bears. I got to go back. How did your ears come out? Look at that.
Okay,
Oh,
this
that looks
this
like
one
Winnie
is
the Pooh
good.
to me.
This one is going to Charlotte because I didn't put the legs on right. He has Grateful Dead legs. He's like pigeon toed. So
Oh my gosh,
this one is
that's too
going to
cute.
Charlotte. Yeah, but yeah, now that I've got it. Oh, and
Oh,
speak. You don't recognize this ribbon that I put around her neck is from the flowers you sent me.
oh, how sweet! Oh, I love that.
So that's going to Charlotte. But yeah, the
I
baggy
love
bears.
that.
That I mean, once you get the the concept down and you are being able to make pattern, you're able to read patterns. That'll be your next best friend because
Oh
those
my
are
gosh.
kind of. I finished that in a weekend. It took me 3 days to
Oh
do.
wow.
Yeah.
Wait, I saw the king size blanket I did for my son and daughter-in-law. It took me over 2 years, all white. Oh my gosh. That is a labor of love.
Landers, I
Oh,
want to come to your house.
love that.
Well, I'm turning my dining room into Yarn Room Point 2, 2.0. I'm getting rid of my dining room table and I'm going to put both china cabinets are going to be full
Oh
of
my gosh.
yarn, and I'm going to put a chair in there to sit and crochet, and it's all, yeah, all storage all the time.
Oh my gosh. Did I miss the update on the yarn room? Have I seen the pictures of that yet? Are you doing an unveiling?
I haven't done it yet because I'm not quite finished. I still have totes stacked and I want it to be done before I reveal. Um, yeah, I kind of ran out of steam there for a little bit. I have to get back my steam. I kind of, yeah, kind of
And you have a new project.
got into a little bit of a funk. Well, part of the reason I did is because I ran out of storage in here and didn't know what I was going to do with it. And then I had originally thought I was going to do the overflow in what was Tom's office, but I still can't go in there. So when Allie and Brian were here in July, they kind of went through and helped me organize a little bit more in there. We have so much more to do in there. You know my husband, he was a pack rat, everything, little Batman figures. I wonder where that came
Oh,
from.
oh, I was gonna say that's our Nashville, one of our Nashville trips. I'm Batman.
He's Batman. Little Batman figures. So yeah, it was a little bit hard.
Captain Batman.
He's
Captain
Captain
Batman.
Batman. Captain Batman from Crashville. So
Oh my.
anyway, yeah, I've decided I'm going to pivot and put all this overflow in the dining room because I still
Okay.
can't bring myself to go in there. So
So it's one project that expanded and shifted and is
yeah,
still a work
so
in progress.
it, for the majority of this room, it's done. But now that I want to move stuff into the dining room, I'm thinking I want to take all of my fingering weight hand dyed bougie yarn and put that in the china cabinets where it'll be more protected by
Uh-huh.
from dust, and leave this room for all of my acrylics and my bamboos because I'm all about my booze.
Uh-huh.
And then put all of the stuff, the expensive stuff, behind glass because I have
Oh,
two
that's
china
good.
cabinets to put it in. And
Mm.
then the under storage underneath the cabinet parts, I'm going to put my bobbins, my Premier bobbins, because I got a ton of those still, and some overflow, like the big, heavy, thick yarn that I have. I have like a half a tub full of 5 weight and 6 weight yarn. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So still trying to get the motivation. It's it is 6 months, and it's still, you know, ugh. So yeah,
Yes.
whew, downer. Listen to that. Anyway, so yeah,
So still more projects.
I kind of went, motivation dropped a little bit, but I'm getting it back now that I see Lynette putting her yarn room together when she got her new house, and seeing that Nancy's doing more and more changes to her room. I'm kind of getting the itch to get back to it. So
Do
yeah,
people share pictures on your Facebook group? Or can you
all the
share
time.
anything you think? Like, I was going to say, are people like sharing like what they're doing in that?
Oh yeah,
Because
all the
I'm loving
time.
this. People are sharing like that their partners are letting them like take over master bedrooms and three walls are yarn and spinning wheels and flat bed knitting machines. I don't know what that is either, but that sounds fun. I would love to see pictures of all this stuff.
I love
I
this color.
I
I wasn't sure I thought it would make the room too small, but I love this color of this room. I love spending. I just come back here. I rarely use my living room, you guys. I'm back here most of the day. If I'm sitting and if I'm not doing something like, dishes and cleaning and vacuuming, because I have a dog now, which means I'm vacuuming every day. But if I'm not doing something and I've got time to sit and crochet and knit, I'm in here. And the only time I go out in the living room is at night to watch baseball or football because we're now
It
into
is
football
so
season.
serene.
It is. And I was really at first, I was determined to make it a dark color. I really wanted a blue room with the white cabinets. And I was like, oh, am I making the wrong choice here? Is this going to make this room too small? I love this room.
It's so warm.
Hmm.
It is so warm. So calm. Oh, Lady Hummingbird, I hope you're rebuilding your yarn space now and you're back into crocheting. Oh, case, no, K Craft. It will get done when you're ready. That is the
Yeah.
best.
And now I'm thinking about moving.
Then you'll be starting from scratch with a whole new space.
Yeah. My kids are really adamant that I need to move home. They don't like that I'm so far away from them.
Me too. Me too. It will be so easy to get together for weekends if you were closer.
I know, right?
You need to be closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Allie.
have not nearly stolen an umbrella in years.
I
So
know,
I've
right?
had no run ins with the Secret Service. My life is empty without you
I
close by.
know.
I haven't
Oh,
watched any Super Bowl commercials. Oh, hey, Tree Joiner.
yeah. You know, when your schedule changes abruptly. I mean, for the last almost 10 years, I was Tom's full-time caregiver. And my life revolved around taking care of him and everything that went along with that. And then I don't have that anymore. So it's a big adjustment to try to figure out that next step. Retirement's the same way. You go to work the same place for 30 years, you do everything you're supposed to do, and then you don't have that anymore. It's like half the time you don't even remember what day it is because things are so different. Yeah,
So different.
yeah. I'm not going to make any decisions for another. I'm giving myself a year. I'm going to get through this winter, and then I'm going to make a decision. I mean, it's only been 6 months. But my kids are worried about me being down here by myself.
Me too. You just need to be home. We know the same feeling because when we were in Florida, and it's like, being close to family. I mean, especially like now, I'm going to have surgery, and it's like, I need to be near family.
Yeah.
And you just, for whatever reasons. Plus, then you can go to sporting events, and we can do girls' weekends.
Yep.
Look out,
So
Panera.
I know it's snowy
It
and cold up
is.
there,
I
but you know
know.
what? I'm not giving up my motorhome, so I might just chase the sun with Lynette and Roy for the winter, and then
Where do
head
they
back.
go?
Well, they come here. They're going to come here this year, but if I'm not here, they may not come here next year. So they might want to go to Arizona or Texas, and I'll just follow them for a couple of months and then head back, to Indiana. Because that's how we started.
You
Tom
did
and
do
I
that in the beginning.
Tom and I started snowbirding for 3 years before we bought here. We started snowbirding in 2017 and bought this place in 2020.
Yeah, it was a good run. It's time to come back. But you can still winter somewhere warm, chasing the
Yeah,
70s.
yeah, Jason. Yeah, and I think that's probably what I'll do for a while until that doesn't work. I mean, listen, I'm only 61 years old. I'll be 62 in September. I'm relatively young and relatively yet healthy. I got stuff to do.
Yes. You do have stuff to do. You are an amazing caregiver for 10 years. You were the most joyful, loving, never complaining, never felt like there was a burden. You were just amazing at that. And all that giving for 10 years, that takes a lot of energy. And it's like, okay, sister, you still got that energy.
That's why I
It
got
gets poured
dog.
in. Yeah. And your tribe, your yarny tribe. Like
Yeah.
this is you invest a
Well, I
lot.
got to tell you, this kind of saved me. It gave me a reason to get up and connect with people and not allow myself to drop down in that grief hollow that I could have followed into. But I decided I was going to count on my tribe to keep me from spiraling, and they've done it.
They have done a beautiful job because you are thriving.
I
You
don't
are
know about
thriving
that.
and growing. Well, you're getting up every day and you're going, and Augie's getting haircuts and going for spa days.
Yes.
And you're making the space that you pick a night tonight to make sure that I get to ask all my questions, get all the
Yes,
support.
because
It's a
that's
great community.
what we are. We are a
Yes.
tribe. We do this for each other.
Well, and in so many ways. I mean, I'm just watching the support that are there for other people. I mean, that is so heartwarming. And it's like, yes, it's like being woven together like the crocheting, but your community is like everybody is there for each other. I'm seeing, and like people know each other
Yep.
and are supporting each other. And that is the best. And I am so grateful they have carried you, and I am so grateful that they have been there for you for 6 months.
Yeah.
I
This,
love the knotheads too. I love it too.
this community, whether it's the Boggy kids or my Zoom sisters or, you guys here on these lives. Yeah. Yeah. You kind of saved me from something that could have been pretty ugly if I allowed it. So this yarny community is something pretty special.
I love it
Yeah,
because too
not
then
heads unite.
yes, I don't know. That would be like intertwined something. I love that. See, but that's like we watch you over dinner. Like we sit in our lazy boys, and Joel asks, "Have we watched Lynn yet?" And it's like, "No, we'll check." And then poor Lynn Ann. So you all, you communicate through this chat. But because I happen to have her cell phone number, I at random times, whenever I'm watching, I will text her and I'll say, "Oh my God, that looks so soft." She's like,
What the
"What
heck are
are
you
you
talking
talking
about,
about?
Katie?
What are you, what are you?" She doesn't know what episode I'm watching, what I'm even talking about. I'm like, it was Tunisian Tuesday. I just saw it today. I'm a little behind. So it is so awesome because I am connected because she has all of this and I get to see what she's doing and what's going on and hear about her world and feel like I know everybody because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we got together, we did a YouTube, we did a live. So I love this. Oh, see, this community got me through the last year
Oh, her
without
mom, Nana
them.
June. She was such a wonderful part of this community. That's the one of my very favorite blankets I ever made is called the Nana June's Blessing. That is a blanket that Juan created for her. And
Oh
we
my gosh.
love her mother. We miss her so much. She made 50 or more than 50 blankets for Boggy a year.
Oh my gosh. Your community is amazing. Renee, I
Yeah.
agree with you
Well, I'm glad I
wholeheartedly.
could be a little part of all of your lives a couple of days a week. It really gives me something.
It, it is.
I saw a quote the other. I really should get off some of these grief sites because sometimes they make me cry for hours. But I saw a quote that said, "One of the hardest parts of grief is the person you want to talk about is the person you're grieving. Or the person that can help you get through it is the person that you're grieving."
Mm-hmm.
And exactly. It's like when times were tough, that's who I would turn to, and he's not there. So anyway,
Do you still talk to him? Do you
every
just
day,
talk to him out loud? I love that. I heard somebody else say, I still talk to him like he's here.
all the time.
I love that.
Lately, it's been, God damn it, Tom. What did you do now?
Lynn.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
And
love
then
it.
on my phone, my lock screen is him, and
Oh,
every time it pops up, I say, "Hey, babe."
oh, I love
So
it. See, and I like that your community has gotten to know him, Mott after hours, Mott
yeah,
in the dark, from Christmas.
yep,
We're going to have to plan something for Christmas this year because I know it's going to be tough to not have Mott at Christmas and the Advent calendar. So I'm looking at this community to help with that.
yeah. I don't know
Um,
what we're gonna. I do have my cornbread and honey advent coming. So I will be doing Christmas advent. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be different.
It's going to
Um,
be different, a new tradition and
yeah.
honoring the old ones. Yes. Oh, I have coffee with three
Oh,
lovely ladies every day. Oh, I love that, Lisa.
that was, that was the way we were all the time. Ask Katie. We were just, you know, we were together since I was 16 years old. We were best friends. And you know how you are with your best friend. You just know what buttons to push and how far you can push them.
Oh my gosh. Heck, we
She would
bought
have
the.
done that so fast. Cherry, she would have done it. She would have had 30 of them done in a month.
Oh,
But it was the perfect representation of her in crochet stitches.
all right. I want to see what that is then.
It's did he ever print the pattern or is it just the tutorial? I don't remember if there's a written pattern or not. Thank you, Lola. Not a fun group to be a part of. But, we all got to do what we got to do to get through the next day.
Lola, she's courageous about everything. She is always strong.
That's because I'm the oldest daughter, the oldest granddaughter, and a Virgo. Oh, it is on Ravelry. Good. Okay.
What's Ravelry? I hear you talk about that. Is it just a free or a paid site for patterns?
Well, it's free to join. And then designers put their patterns on there that you can either buy or some of them are free. And you can sort them out by do you want to pay for a pattern or you want a free pattern? And it has everything. And when I say everything, when we were doing, when you guys all know Laura, Lala, Bad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, she was doing a thing called What's in a Name? And you had to do a pattern of, I think the one that she asked for was your father's name. And my father's name is Claude. So I patterns with the name Claude. I kid you not, you guys. I found an amigurumi doll that was anatomically correct with handcuffs, a ball gag, and a mask, like a blindfold, named Claude,
Oh
that you
my
could
god.
crochet. It was a doll. So when I say, I literally one of the categories is adult content.
Oh my gosh, that's a riot.
So you can find anything and everything on Ravelry,
I'm
but
gonna
yeah,
check this out now. Well,
but
not just
like
because of
right,
that.
no, it is and it has everything from very beginner friendly granny squares on up to the most beautiful lacework things that you could. Yeah, you can find everything and anything on there.
All right, I will check that out.
Oh yeah, you get going on Ravelry, you get hooked in that. You will spend hours looking at patterns. It is a rabbit hole that you will go down.
I feel like I do that with YouTube tutorials or Instagram. If I'm looking for that instant gratification of, I'm just looking for something, and then you start following people.
Right. Oh, PP gnomes. I forgot about the PP gnomes. Okay. It's exactly what you think it is, except you can't see it until you take the hat off. Put the hat back down. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, except for the.
A mallard duck. Oh, you can't find a pattern for that? I would love to see that. Because there's some really beautiful yarn you could use for that.
Have you done any patterns, Lynn? Have you written any patterns? Are you thinking about that?
I have written one pattern, two patterns. I did a Tunisian blanket. I don't even remember what I called it. That had the Tunisian arrow stitch in it. And then I did my way blurf, which is a blanket scarf, big, oversized. Those are the only two.
Did you put them
It's
on a Ravelry?
no, I didn't because it's really, really hard. Um, I don't have the patience to go through all the steps you have to do to put out a
Oh,
pattern for somebody else to do. Now, I have my blarf pattern written, and if anybody asks for it, I email them the PDF of it. And yeah, and I don't know that I think I did write out the pattern for I think I called it Up with Love uh, blanket, and it's a Tunisian pattern.
all right, that's cool.
But
Going from that,
it's a really hard process.
well, it's nice that you share it with people that ask for it.
Yeah. Serenity Chunky and Teal. Yeah, oh, that'll be so beautiful. A big mouth bass. Yeah, one I like I said, I don't know how the man when he sleeps, because if he's not churning out new patterns or he's doing lives and mm, he's a busy man.
I've seen him a couple of times. He's popped up. I'll have to check him out again.
Yeah.
Especially, I've seen a ton of people saying, I have to go back and be able to read all this because I feel bad
Yeah.
that I keep putting my head down because I want to
Oh,
read this.
Lola, I'm glad you enjoyed making the blarf.
Blarf. I love that word, blarf. Is it like another kind of version of a cowl kind of thing?
No, it's just a skinny blanket.
Oh, okay.
I call it a blarf because it's a blanket scarf. Think
Okay,
Lenny
Jacqueline wants
Kravitz.
that pattern.
Remember when Lenny Kravitz wore that big, huge, long scarf? That's a blarf. It's really, really long. It's got
Oh,
tassels.
I love the tassels.
It's really, really long and it's got tassels. And you can wrap it around yourself. You can drop it over your legs. Yeah, it's just a really fun, big, long pattern. If you want the blarf pattern, email me and I will send you the PDF. I had it tested by a couple of my friends, and they all Jaxie from Creations by Jax. She was one of my testers, and Lynn Como, one of my Zoom sisters, she did it, and it came out. So
Very nice.
yeah, just shoot me an email. My email is in my description box. That's fine. I don't mind. I try to get to them as much as possible.
I love that. You're going to get a ton of emails tomorrow. Yes. Well, that's good. And then you can have a show and tell day.
Yeah. If you do it, you have to post it on my Facebook group. Yeah, I rotate them all the time.
What do you rotate?
Projects. I can't
Oh,
be
see,
monogamous. I
I'm
can't.
monogamous. I thought I was done with Pierce's blanket, so I started Duke's. And I'm afraid to walk away from it now because I'm like that with books too. I can't read two books at once. My head
Oh,
can't
that
handle
I
that.
could never read two books at once.
No.
And I cannot do audiobooks.
Oh, see, it depends on who's reading them. I listened to one that Tom Hanks was the narrator, and it was very good. But some I can't stand when the women do the fake men's voices.
Right.
Don't
I
do
can't do
that, darling. Don't do it.
yeah, no, 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 no. And for me, there's a word for it, and I don't remember what it is, but I hear the voices in my head as I read, but not in my own voice. It's somebody else's voice in my head reading to me what I'm reading.
I love
There,
that.
there's a word for it.
Ooh.
And yeah, I can't listen to somebody else. I gotta have that voice in my head.
See, now I have earbuds in, my Bose earbuds, so all that Joe is hearing right now is I prefer to be monogamous. What
Little
kind of
does he
crochet
know,
group is that?
Joe.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
I love that.
I'm
See,
a
yes,
I am a polyamorous bistitual.
I gotta write that down. I feel like I want to make you a t-shirt now. That would be a great logo. I love that.
Yeah, people are gonna look at me
See,
and go, "What the heck is that?"
yes,
I can't
Sonia wrote that.
I can't work on one project at a time, and I knit and crochet.
Oh
English
my gosh.
translation.
See, Mary, my mind wanders. I have to see, this is my perfect combination. This is why too is I got Audible. There was a deal on Audible, so I have Audible, but I also can get audio books through my library. But now I'm crocheting while I listen to the book. So my hands are busy enough that my mind doesn't wander. I tried to do it while I was walking, and I couldn't walk and listen to the audio book. It just wouldn't work for me. Oh, see, you're gonna have to spam me with book recommendations too. I read this course, The Correspondent, and loved that one. Just read Honey, Mad
You're right.
Honey.
I am tri-stitual.
Wow. It's very chic nowadays, I'm sure.
Yes. Um.
I know there's a club probably you could join, but there's a secret
Yeah.
handshake that goes
Right.
with it.
Probably. Landers. Just keep stitching. Just keep practicing. You may not be very good at it right now. And my first couple knitting projects were terrible and wonky and awful. Just keep working at it. You will find your
Thank you,
rhythm
Laura.
because you're crafty. Obviously, let's look at your living room with spinning wheels and yarn and knitting machines. You got the crafting gene. You'll figure the knitting out. Just got to like Lynette said, how we got started on this, 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day and you too can be bistitual.
This is a new line of clothes. I see. Everybody wants shirts and stickers with the tristitual. Tristitual and proud of
I'm
it.
working on getting swag. I'm working with Sky. Did you ever get that all figured out with
I
the
didn't
right?
hear. I don't know because did I have her stuff? I sent her the stuff. Find out if she needs something different because we'll have to. I can give her my Canva account stuff too
Okay,
to make sure she
I'll
can get
try to
it.
get
So
with her again.
yeah, because I
I'll
would
try to
love it.
get with
Because
her.
look, I've got mine.
Yeah,
I
I'll get
got
with because
mine.
I really want the Yarny tribe. I want that on big um project bags, big tote
Oh, I would love
bags.
that. Yes, yes.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Oh, Renee's cousin in France crochets, reads the book, and listens to the book all the time. Yeah, at the same time. Yes.
Wow,
Wait, read.
that would be too much. Too much
Oh,
for
following it
me.
with your. Yeah. I do that sometimes though, but I haven't tried that while I'm crocheting. I like to listen and read the words at the same time. Cross stitch. That was another one. I pulled one out that I was making for my niece. I bought it. I bought the cross stitch, and it was not the stamped cross stitch. I think you had more counting in math.
Yeah,
I pulled it out. I found it in a basket. And she was like 12 years old, and I'm like, I never did this. I think that was one that went to Goodwill because I'm like, apparently I'm never going to finish that. So
yeah.
I have, see, and I have like a real job. I'm a national operations manager. I have a real job full time. So it's not like I don't like to think, but I think all day.
Right.
So at night, I enjoy that like mindless, easy going, not counting. But if I can build the single, double, a half thing and the double, whatever, the four stitches that you talked about, if I can just do those by muscle memory, I want to do the patterns. I want to be able to do a one row repeat so
Yeah.
it looks different. But it can't be a huge Afghan because we've already learned that that's just too much.
Well, no, for now, not for always.
Yes, in this
You
era of my life.
you need to start small.
Yes,
I
yes.
can crochet and Tunisian crochet, but and only knit washcloths. Hey, don't say only. You knit washcloths.
Yes, exactly. I can't tell you. So I've talked like this when I tell people that my friend Lynn made this for me. And then I've posted a couple of things on my Facebook just about crocheting and stuff. every single person, can you teach me to crochet? Like, so many people wish and want, but they just don't pull the trigger. And that's why I'm always amazed when like crafty people like don't, it's not bragging about it, but like undervalue like how much they already know. Like the questions I ask, I feel like are very basic questions, and I'm so grateful that you have the answers because you not only answered the questions, but like had 5 steps after that. Like, okay, think about the weight of the yarn, what you're going to make, and the hook and all that. There's so much that you already know that you're building on that it's like I'm just trying to dive in and get beyond the same stitch that I've done,
Right.
for 50 years. So but it is like people are like, can you teach me to crochet? Everybody has asked me that. That's why I bought those crochet hooks, those metal ones, because the book club lady said that too. Oh, I wish I could crochet. So people are very jealous of your skill set.
I do
Curtis
that
Taylor.
too. I'm gonna do one more row, and I start my one more row at like 11 o'clock, and the next thing I know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, oh, I gotta go to bed. Augie's gonna want to get up, but yeah,
I was like that with pickleball. One more game. That's why I need a hip replacement.
yeah. So it's it's very addictive, and okay, you guys, my phone is blowing up. Um,
Wait,
um,
who's nationally banned from knitting? I'm too dangerous with two pointy sharp things.
yeah, no, I was really surprised that I wasn't allowed when I did jury duty, when I had to go sit there for 18 hours
In an
um,
uncomfortable chair.
in an uncomfortable chair. They wouldn't let me bring knitting or crochet. They would let me bring all the electronics I wanted, but no knitting and no crocheting.
My gosh.
I was like, do you realize what you're doing to me?
Exactly. I'm going to go through withdrawal.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Lady
Oh,
Hummingbird, are you going to bed? We've been here for a while.
where's a counter? Everyone I try to teach gives up after a chain. See, this is what I thought too, because they want instant knowing how to do it and don't want to practice. Preach. I'm there. I'd love to have someone to crochet and knit with in person. Yes, me too. I would love to sit and watch. And my niece, who is the one that is the granddaughter of my mother-in-law, who said, I don't know what stitch you're doing. But she's always said, she's like, I wish I knew how to, and I've tried and I've tried.
Good night, my friend.
And it's like you just need to sit with somebody. I feel like you just got to sit with somebody and start. But just you have to. For me, I would like do the starting chain for her and then do a couple rows to watch and say, just keep going here. It's a different skill set to have your starter chain, whatever it's called, and then build on that.
Yes. Yes.
You're so sweet, Robin.
Yeah.
Crochet with Carrie, forget me not. I'm doing
That's
the forget me
that's
not.
that's the sweater that we're wearing.
Yes, I'm gonna make one someday when I'm brave, like Lynn.
You can do it. You just, like I
Oh,
said, you have to start at the beginning. Like Julie Andrews says in The Sound of Music, you start at the very beginning.
with the do re mi.
There you go. Except
I
it's single
love
crochet,
that.
double crochet, and half double crochet.
See, we could have a singing group too.
Oh God, no! You do not want me to sing.
Oh, no, me either. We'll stick to shirts and an apparel line.
Oh, baby
Um,
kittens! Aw.
oh, oh, thank you. Good luck on your knee replacement. That's my sister had one, and it's life changing to be able to have anatomy that works. That to have knees that
Lynette
bend
had
with no
two
pain and oh gosh.
within like 6 weeks of each other. She had both of them done. Her and Roy both before he retired,
Wow. Oh boy.
so that they could do it while they were under their insurance.
Oh, thank you, my hummingbird friend. Someday when I'm brave and get another tattoo, I'm going to show you because it's going to be a hummingbird. I have a chick now. I
I
knew
have
what you
to.
meant, Betty.
I need to add to my tattoo on my foot. I need to add my grandkids to it now.
So come back and let's go together.
Okay.
That's a good outing. Hey, we should do that for your birthday. We could have a meetup and we could all meet at our favorite tattoo parlor and we could all get matching tattoos that said, I'm a stitchery or whatever you called it. What did you call it?
A bistitual or tristitual. I am a polyamorous tristitual.
Wow, you could do that like in a circle and it could look like a sea turtle. You could have the words that wrapped around. I'm kidding. Let me have ChatGPT design this for you. We could get this ready in a week. What doesn't isn't that how everybody wants to spend their 62nd birthday is getting a
A sea turtle tattooed that says you're a polyamorous tristitual.
Oh my God, we're going to
Absolutely.
do shots and I'm going to make you say that. We're going to have cowboy margaritas.
Okay.
And you're going to have to see how many you have before you can't say that word because I can't say it at
Because I'm
all.
telling you, that's how I got my first one. Because I was 5 sheets to the wind in Sturgis
Oh, and I'm
at a
sure they had tattoo
storefront.
artists on the
Like it
street.
was just like some random storefront that this girl rented while Sturgis was going on. And we walked in and we
That
all got
sounds safe.
tattoos that night. And we were all 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
5.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need to see that. Where is that? Do you still have that?
Yeah, it's on my foot.
Oh my gosh. It's not a sea turtle, is it?
No, it's stars.
Oh, all right. Okay. I probably remember that.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
I got a pink star surrounded by a blue star. That's Tom and I. And then trailing off of it is a pink star and 2 blue stars for Allie, Tommy, and Andrew. Now I need to
Oh,
add to it for the grandkids.
oh, that's nice. I just have a sister chick. I just have one chick on my ankle. Oh, this is so fun, Lynn.
Oh,
I am so
skydiving.
grateful. Oh, nope, nope. It's a perfectly good plane. Stay inside.
All right.
Oh my
Thanks, Rita,
God.
for joining us. Yeah, we've been here for 2 hours. We need to wrap this up.
Oh
So
my gosh.
thank you
That
guys
flew by.
for helping me get Katie into the right headspace, and we're going to get her off those blankets for a while and get her onto things that will give her that instant gratification and that skill building. So thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Katie. I can't believe that you were so
I
proud to
love it.
do this and so brave.
Thank you.
So
This is awesome. Thank you for the great ideas. I can't wait to reread all of this and kind of make my highlight notes if it does a transcript. So that way I can follow along, meet Juan, invite him to Indiana,
we should
and
do that. We should do
wouldn't that
that.
be fun? He could
Yes.
get a matching Triceratops tattoo.
Triceratops. He did. He did. I've noticed he's just started his knitting channel, so he's getting pretty serious on his knitting journey too. So thank
Okay,
you
new things
all.
coming.
So I'll see you guys in the morning. I've got some stuff to talk about. My regular stuff that I'm working on. So we'll talk to you again in the morning, and then Saturday, guys. I got some real good thrifting stuff to show you.
Birds and baskets.
No baskets this time. Some other
Oh,
stuff though. Some
okay.
other
I
stuff.
can't
So
wait. We like to
so
tune in for that.
yeah, yeah. Katie will figure it out. Once Katie figures out a knothead tattoo, we'll show you. So
Okay, I'm in.
thanks everybody. Appreciate you. And we'll
Thank
see you
you.
all tomorrow. Good night.
Awesome. Good night.